Welcome to Ridge Runner Blades. Let me get the good old Instagram going here. There we go. Looking good, looking good. All right. So, it's been a while. I haven't done a live stream in a bit. Had a bunch going on, but man, I have this great big bag here. It's full of knives. Good old SOE large tool bag. Loaded up some good stuff and thought I would bring it over and share with you guys some stuff you might have seen before here on the channel and some stuff you probably have never seen before. So thought I would give you guys a look. If you got good audio, give me some sevens in the chat. What's up, Yukon? Yukon, my man. If you guys are not following Yukon, well, gay. That's all I've got to say. Benjamin Brewer, man, YouTube's lighting it up in here. YouTube is lighting it up. Heck yeah. So I have some cool stuff to share with you today. Finally got my setup set back up. It kind of got tore down and then got set up and then, oh good, so it sounds okay, Benjamin? Good, because I really didn't check it before I started. I saw audio levels in OBS and I was like, yeah, good. Is it loud enough though? Sometimes it's hard to get these SM7Bs loud enough, but it looks good. We should be hitting it dead on. But anywho, check this out. Thought I'd bring over some. I just got a new shipment of stuff in from Mr. Corey Bowman down in Alabama, and something that people have been asking for quite a while. And that is the mini Skookum. Familiar with the big Skookum? Well, now we had a bunch of people request a mini version, just a little bit smaller, scaled back. And as far as I know, this is the first of any type of like reiteration of the mini size Skookum design. Let's take a look. So, also HCO straps. If you don't have one, might be gay. So here we go. This is the normal size Skookum. This one is in black micarta. Check it out. Trying to keep an eye on Instagram at the same time. Here we go. So let me change my view here. If you hear a random size in the background, it's Scout. So this is the big boy, and I forgot. The one thing I did forget at the shop was my tape measure, so I apologize in advance. I can't do, if you go to the website and look, the measurements are there. I just can't remember off the top of my head. And here is the mini. Oop, there we go. Take a look. Pretty cool, huh? Just shrunken down a little bit. Still fits really nice in the hand, but man, it does cut it down quite a bit. I'd say a good inch and a half overall. Still have that beautiful pommel. That's got to be a pain in the rear end. Take a look there. Pretty awesome little blade. There's only about $30 difference in the two. The price of these knives is definitely the labor that goes into it. I mean, look at those pins. Well, there we go. The pins. There's Mr. Radio Made Easy. Your source for all of your off-grid communication needs. What's up, Adam and stuff? Same blade thickness, same everything. Both of these are EDC RV2. But, you know, it is shrunken down. And one thing I have to say about Corey, when it comes to actually doing knives in different sizes, one thing he really does well with is actually the scaling and keeping things correct, like size correctly, where it's not just like shrinking down a knife. You have to keep it usable and look proportional, you know. And so one thing he really does well is that. I mean, if you guys look here, check it out. See how that little swell is still in the perfect place. Feels really nice. So I'm not in the habit of watching things, man. But sly little thing there. Both of these come with Codex. The Codex, a lot of people get kind of intimidated by this Codex because it does snap in really well. But you just really have to give it what it needs, and it'll snap right in. There's no big deal. I do have these guys in multiple colors. I did not get them all out of the bag, but like orange is pretty hot right now. I do have the orange, the black micarta. Here's a burlap micarta, or is it natural? And I believe I actually have one of these in burlap too that's not on the website. So yes, check it out. And let's see here. Let me dig down in the bag of goodies here. What else did we bring? Brought a bunch of Bowman made stuff out for you guys to check out. Got some of these guys in. Ooh, and look at this one. This is a big one. But look at this micarta. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Thanks, radio. It's not as beautiful as you, though. Look at that micarta. I have two different ones, and I have them labeled correctly on the website. I can't remember which one's which. But this is a first I've gotten from him. It is fantastic. So, the sheaths really, really work well. Really, really good for horizontal carry. I love the way he does his pins. He actually cleans them out, which is really nice. I've gotten some knives from makers where I was having to use some Q-tips. Let me see. You know, I could have probably went through and sorted these, but hey, it gives me something to do, right? Ooh, yeah, I showed you the red one. That's pretty cool. Oh, there it is. Where's that go? So I have two. I got two matching Clovises from him. Take a look. So this is the OG. One thing, Codex in these Clovises is a pure win. That works fantastic. It's easy to pull out. I do have leather add-on sheaths for these. So if you're a leather fanatic, I do keep extra sheaths for these because some people just want the leather. But take a look at this. So I have the OG. This is a vintage G3, one of the most popular colors, with an OD green liner. Look at that. Pretty slick. These guys are both in Scandi. These particular ones. This is the big boy. Take a look at that. Again, difference between the OG and the XL. Well, if I was paying attention here, I would show you. Take a look. Quite a bit of difference. Honestly, I go back and forth which one's my favorite. I think, you know, the OG just, it has a good feel to it. Like, it's really beefy. And if you've got longer fingers, for sure, like, it's just got a good beefy feel to it. But man, the OG for like batoning wood, it's slimmer. So you can see here, I'll hold them up side by side. It is quite a bit slimmer between the two. Again, just a win by Corey. The way he does this sculpting here. Take a look. Even got the Clove. The Clovis design is really something that put him on the map. It's really cool. I dig this. And you could probably see wax on these. All these, I've got wicked wax. This stuff, I sell the crap out of this stuff, and if you don't have it, you should. If you have carbon knives at all, it really, really works well. So if any of this smudging you see on there, it's just where I've got a coat of wax on it. So take a look. It's pretty awesome. Both fit my hands great. You think by looking at the Clovis, the OG, it would be too small, but it's really not. Good full finger grip. Let's see what Adam and stuff is saying. There's Old at Heart. Welcome to the stream. Adam says, gosh, this has to be a fun video to make. Pull out a bunch of neat knives and show them off. Yes, it is fun. I wouldn't do it if it wasn't. Imagine cutting up some food. The length of the knife ensures a full cut of a big onion. Yes. Yes, it does. Let me show you something, though. If you're wanting something a little more food preppy, I do occasionally get these in flat grind, which is a little better for like your food prep, because I mean a blade geometry. So here's an orange one in a nice beautiful flat grind. Look at that, sharp and slicey. This guy right here, if you're wanting something for EDC type use, I do carry a big Scandi grind every day, so it's not like it doesn't work. I love the Scandi grind. It's easy to sharpen. You know, I'll show you guys. But the flat grind is a little more conducive to like opening boxes and that kind of stuff. I've been carrying this knife every day. Pardon my cough here. Been carrying this every day. Big Scandi. This is actually, it's called the Piedmont, and this is going to be our exclusive blade here at Ridge Runner. Really, really excited about that. But it's a huge, big Scandi, and I do everything with it. Cutting boxes open, you know, whatever. It's just a, are you bored, Scout? Scout's bored. It's just a big honking Scandi, and it's really got the same grind as the Clovis. So for me, it really doesn't matter. I keep one of these guys on my desk all the time. This is the HCO cabin size. Really, any of his strops are great. I'm just sitting there, you know, a few times a week. I just sit there, strop this thing. The nice thing about the Scandi is your grind is where is the angle you want. So like when you're looking at this bevel, you really just have to set it right on, just find the bevel. It's super easy. I rarely sharpen knives with a sharpener. It's just not needed. If you gotta get your knife sharp, now I beat this thing through some Romex, and I've done some other atrocious things to it, and I have definitely chipped the Scandi. And so I've had to use a stone to get that out. But the nice thing about, if you have Scandi knives, you really don't have to have a fancy sharpening system at all. A couple little like Arkansas stones or just honing stones, anything really, you can get. It's so easy to sharpen because your bevel's so big. So you're just really sharpening that big Scandi. We got Patrick over on Instagram. What's up, man? Spent some good time with Patrick down at Georgia Bushcraft last weekend. It's sweet. Scandi is the best. You know, you're Mr. Bushcraft guy. What's up, Mr. Chuck over on YouTube, Homestead Medical? That's the dude I get all my medical stuff from. So you need medical, you should get it. But I'll show you the difference between the Scandi version and the flat grind, so you can kind of see side by side. So you have basically a grind starting here and working its way all the way to the spine. So it's a flat grind. You have this thick geometry all the way down till this Scandi grind starts. So it's a little stronger blade. It's beefier, but it's not as slicey like when you're like doing food prep. It will work because I use it all the time, but that's kind of the, I have to give something to the flat grind boys. They got to have something. Oh, wrong one. There we go. These sheets are made for the knife. They are not duplicate. This is the dude I get all my knives from. You do get a lot of knives from me. Ooh, and I got some of these in. Oh wait, I forgot. Shoot, what did I do with that one? Oops. That's gonna be nice. Hold on. See how bad my drink explodes here. Yep. I had me a drink sitting here. I just knocked it off. That's a nice sound. Come on. My allergies have been bugging me. And I knew I was going to start coughing. That's what I do in the evenings now, this time of year. All right. We got some questions, and then we'll get back into it. Let's see. Would the more ground knife not do so well? No, it does great. But no, you're right. With feathering, tender work, that kind of stuff, the Scandi shines 100%. I hate to say it's sharper for that kind of stuff, but it kind of feels like it. The Scandi is definitely preferred for bushcraft type stuff. What's up, Micah? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Yeah, so it's really whatever you're into. I mean, there's some great flat ground knives that people use. Like, these would work fantastic. You did get one of the, so Chuck picked up one of the Honecker camp axes that I've got in the shop right now. I've only got one or two left. It is so dang sharp. It's scary. It's honestly scary. It's the sharpest thing I've gotten in a long time. He knocked it out of the park. I might have sold, did I sell it? I might have sold it. I thought I brought. So there is. It's probably at the shop. I probably just didn't bring it. I know I have one. So this is the smallest of the Clovises. Look at this little guy. Little flat ground Clovis. Look how tiny it is. Some people, this would really fit their hands. They're used to things like this. And it really does do well. Makes a great neck knife. It is a nice little side piece. But yeah, this is the micro. It's a pretty sweet little thing. This guy drives a big truck. Hey, I take offense to that. But yes, that is the micro. So you can see OG micro. Look how little. That one is perfectly average. You know, sure. Over on Facebook, we have Mike McAuliffe joining us. Mike the Party seems to be over on YouTube, if you're into that. Now, this is probably one of my most sold knives that Bowman makes. I rarely have these things in stock. And it is absolutely fantastic. This is called the Spur. The Spur is a full 4-fingered knife, but look at the little blade. It's a scalpel, guys. It is a straight up little flat ground. You talk about a great little EDC blade, opening boxes, doing just everyday tasks. This thing around your neck comes with a belt loop, but this thing around your neck, on your side, it is just always there. It's a really, really good, just awesome ADC RV2 full fingered, and that's what I think this thing really sells, because it's one of the only blades that is like a full or a 4-finger grip that is, you still have that smaller blade, and that's really cool. David over on Facebook, David says Spurs are awesome. Cleaned a lot of doves with that this year. Yeah, I could see that being fantastic for that. That would be a awesome knife. And David, if you're really into like bird hunting, you should go over to the site and check out underneath Dogwood Customs, the fish and fowl. I hear that it is fantastic for what you're doing. This obviously works fantastic, but if you're into a lot of like bird hunting and fish type stuff, the Dogwood Fish and Fowl is ridiculous. It's really, really good. Just thought I'd throw that out there to you. But yeah, that's called the Spur. I rarely have these. They sell almost immediately when they come in the store. And I love the orange with a little knife like this, because it's so easy if you're out working and stuff. It's easy to lose something this size. With that orange, it really just sets off. I'd probably even add a little orange Lumimod or a glow nut to the end. That'd be kind of cool. I'm going to start carrying those things, I think. It feels like I'm getting since Wrangler Star, I get so many emails, people wanting those little things, and so I think I'm going to start carrying them. I think this is the last one on the list for the Bowman stuff, guys. And then I'm going to dig into a few more things. I think you're going to, some brand new stuff to the store that I think you're going to like. This is my favorite EDC blade from Bowman. It is called the Metalark. Take a look at that. Great. I love this knife. I have one in Mocha that I carry a lot. It's fantastic. Actually, I leave mine open on the shop bench to open up boxes. This is super, super cool. Take a look at that. It's called the Metalark. I only have one of these left. They do sell really, really good. I think it is because I show it off a lot, just because I like it. It's such a good blade. I like it in orange too. Check out that orange topo that's the sheath is made out of. That's the same with a lot of these. We have that orange topo. And then the other ones have like a green or black topo. Topo is kind of the thing we do here at the shop. So pretty much anything from Bowman you see me have is going to have some sort of topo sheath. It really sets it off, and it's kind of got to be a thing around here. Old at Heart says, what's a good one for my buddy down at the coast for fish? Big fish. So the tricky thing about fish is you need stainless. The dogwood fish and fowl would be really good, but for big fish, it might be a little on the small side. We're getting ready to have a primitive woodsman fillet knife made out of stainless, AEBL. That'll be super sharp, and it's got plenty of flex in there. I think it's going to be a good one. So it's going to be kind of my fillet knife that I stock. As a whole, and that's one reason like I like the fish and fowl is it's a really good knife. It's S35, it's stainless, it really works good. But I have people asking for a fillet knife, and I just refuse to stock some piece of crap from China. So anyway, enough on that. All right, let me just arrange this stuff. If you have any questions, put them right here. Right now is a good time to ask questions. Radio says the Kydex and handle color combo is on point. It is. It is. He does a fantastic job with that. Corey has very much a good eye for color and design. So this Spur is sweet, man. It is really, really sweet. It's really good too. Like, you know, not everybody, like I have to remember this too. Not everybody we don't all live the same life, guys. You know, like some guys, I'm outside a lot more than a lot of people. I'm doing more things. Patrick over on Instagram, he does bushcraft stuff the whole way, that kind of stuff. Can you buy a whole matching set? You absolutely can. I have ordered, because I get these things in a lot, I have ordered whole sets of Clovises. From the micro all the way to the XL is a good, if somebody wants a full matching set and something kind of special, it's a good way to get that. Like, if you place an order for a full matching set, we'll make something happen if you have something cool in mind. Corey's really good about that. All right, so I'm going to break out some new stuff that's new in the store that I am very excited about. Very excited about these, and he's not here, so I can talk about him. Mr. Taylor Putman. He has been, so the story with Taylor used to manage Ridge Runner, so he was a full-time knife and axe restoration guy, really, really well known in the axe world. He was a full-time knife maker and took a break for a while and went to manage Ridge Runner, this store. When I bought it, he did not, it was in a gun store. He didn't want to go sell guns, so he went back. He just quit, and he is back to making knives, and he sells his stuff so quickly that he's never really had anything for me to put in the store, but he is building enough now. He has his processes down, and I am very excited about it. These things are ridiculously good. If I didn't just have a few, I would be pulling one of these out for myself, because I really, really like it. I really like them. I want to pull up my website because I am very bad with names. If you know me, it is it's a struggle. And so I just want to make sure I get the names right with the models. I know all the names, but I get them a little confused. All right. Oh, okay. Now I know. Now I know. Okay. So, where to start? I want to start with the big guy. This is the Black Feather Pisgah. Take a look at that. Got this coat of wax on there. But look at this finish. He is doing some really, really cool finishes. And also his sculpting is on point. You have your bow drill divot on this big boy. Big flat grind. One thing you'll notice, one thing you got to know about Taylor is he is a big flat grind guy. He loves flat grinds, and on knives like this, I do too. It is fantastic. This thing could take a beating. It's ADC RV2. Just freaking machine. It's got a really good. I love flat handles like this, like he's got on this one, and but he's very analytical, and he really got the sculpting and the bevels down right. It keeps it flat, but it also keeps it really comfortable, and so that's one thing I love about this knife. But this is called the Pisgah. I have one of these for now. He is making me some more, but I have one of these. One of my favorite knives I've seen him make has been this guy. Really, really excited about this. This is I love how it feels very raw. Like the finish, I love that look. It's a very cool look. And he's got a really cool Kydex sheath here for it too. He's got his Kydex game down as well. I love these things. I think they're fantastic. I'm very excited. I've already sold quite a few of them. Sold several of them since I got them. So this is what I have. Let's see. Let me make sure I've got things in order here. Okay, that goes with that. That goes with that. All right. The next model I want to look at is, so this is called, again, this is Black Feather. It's brand new to the store. It's made by Taylor Putman at Black Feather. Look at this guy. It's called the Uari. Now, Taylor is doing something unique here, so don't miss it. What's up, Tony? Good to see you, man. I love this, okay? I love it. As soon as I saw it. I've never seen somebody use Kydex as a scale material. Look at that. It is layered with, so this is black multicam. It's layered with black multicam Kydex for your scale and wrapped with this. And it's all epoxy sealed, so it's very, very good. Take a look at that. Just look at that. Just look at it. That is just a straight heat treat finish on this knife. It just looks cool. It's almost like on camera. I love the way that looks. You got your lanyard hole back here. You can add you a lanyard with a glow bead, or glow nut, or a Lumimod. But look at that. Big Scandi. And then I have one more. Similar thing. Tiger stripe here. Tiger stripe. Jute wrapped. All epoxy sealed and everything. So it's got that finish feel to it. But look at that. Look how he matched up the finish on the blade. It just looks like it goes together. This knife is super light. That Kydex, using that Kydex, it keeps this thing just featherweight. Tony, this is made by a buddy of mine it's Black Feather Design, Taylor Putman. And this is called the Uari, R-U-E. But look at that. So I know, like this guy, this is definitely meant to carry on your belt sideways. I think you could definitely slip it in your pocket. If somebody would want to buy one, if you buy one of these, just for you guys on the stream, you can put in your send me an email, put it on the order notes that you would like a belt loop, and I will include one for free. But man, I love these things. These are the two Uaris I have right now: black multicam and tiger stripe. Tiger stripe's really cool. That stuff's getting hot right now. I know. But Taylor he's just knocking it out of the park with these guys. So this is the Uari. Patrick says those are sweet. You know these things are sweet, Patrick. You know it. All right, next on the list, maybe my favorite model. I like them all, but these guys are sweet, and you'll see why. Again, a tiger stripe sheath with this one. He did something really, really cool. So, take a look. This is called the Gar. This is my favorite Gar that he's made to date. You have an orange pin here in the back, G10 liners with, or G10 scales with a jute wrap section here. That is awesome. I love it. You have a wicked, now this is going into a little bit of tactical territory here. Look at that swedge there. Look at this compound grind, guys. I don't know if you guys understand, this is extremely difficult to do. It's a very complicated grind, but it's not hard to sharpen. The only other person I carry that has these kind of compound grinds is WC Knives, my good buddy from Texas. And no, neither one of them invented this, but they've definitely put their own mark on the compound grind. I love it. This thing here, you could use this for bushcraft work. This little guy here cutting through like cartilage and stuff like that. It is no joke. It's no joke. And this too is not sharpened. That swedge up top is not sharpened, but it could very well be. Yes, it is a play on the Uari National Forest, just like the Gar. Like he just kind of named this after the Gar, Pisgah National Forest. He's a big outdoorsman. Uari was actually his favorite place to go. So take a look at that. One of my favorites, but not to overshadow this guy. This is actually expensive sheath. This is an ambidextrous made by Offensive Industries. If you guys in the know who Offensive Industries is. It's an ambidextrous, but look at this guy. This is another Gar, jute wrapped, compound ground. This one is just a teeny bit shorter. You don't have that top swedge, but it's lightweight. This is very light. Good little pocket EDC blade. This would be where it's at, but you can kind of see this one's a little bit shorter. This was an earlier rendition that I bought off of him. Wicked, feels amazing, but it was made really to fit this Offensive Industry sheath. The knife fits either way, and with the little spring clip, you just slide it right down in your pocket. It just disappears, just completely disappears. We're going to do a live stream tomorrow with Taylor. He will be here. We're going to be filming some content with these guys, and we will be doing a live stream together, so you don't want to miss that. It'll be during the day some point. I'm not sure, but just make sure you hit the bell there on the channel and you'll see it. This here is a brand new model from him. The first one he's made, I actually picked it up, grabbed it. This is called the Halifax, harpoon style. Big, look at that grind, guys. Harpoon, it's just ridiculous. This thing is, one thing I didn't mention, this guy is stainless. That's ABL. That's one reason it's so dang sharp. It's ABL stainless. So one thing to differentiate, the other one's ADCR V2. But this guy is ABL. ABL is the same steel they make razor blades out of. It's something about it's so sharp, and it's easy to sharpen, but it holds a really good edge. Some of my favorite knives are ABL. It's a nice stainless. This is vintage micarta on the handles. Brass pinned here. Look at that. Good little accent. Brass pin. Yeah. And what's up? Nons Nalon Knives. That's a tongue twister over on Instagram. It is a fantastic profile. Great. Fantastic. Now, first one that Taylor's made in this particular design. It was a new design he came up with. I love it. The blade length is perfect. Perfect for the size of the handle. You get that big, good feeling flat scaled grind. No, they're not brittle at all. Heat treated right, ABL is fantastic, and these are right. Gregory says, off topic. Oh, hold on. Off topic, but is the Foxfire thin enough to pocket carry comfortably? Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure people are out there pocket carrying it. It's great. I mean, it's not thick at all. I don't have mine. I don't have mine here. I've got, so this here is going to be a shop knife. This is kind of a little look here. This is a knife that me and Josh are working on right now. So it's about that thick. Like, if it's not, this is tan rubber. This is a different model. If you know, you know. But it will work fantastic. You won't have a problem with it. So let's see. All right, and not last but not least, a super, and this will probably be the last one like this, and I'll tell you why. Oh man, we got people. Yeah, scout carry is really where the Foxfire, or neck carry, really where the Foxfire shines, in my opinion. You know, it's a small knife though, so it's going to fit in your pocket fine. Yeah, that Primitive Woodsman's nice, huh? Yeah. All right, on to Taylor's, the last knife that I have from him. This is called the Bluegill, and you'll see why. The Bluegill is definitely, you can kind of get a vibe of the Bluegill here. This guy here, however, has Ultim scales. He says he will never make another one with Ultim scales because it's a pain in the rear end. He said it was way, way too difficult to work with. So he is not interested in doing that again. But look at that. I love it. I almost kept this for myself, and I still may. ADC RV2. But look at that. I'm a sucker for Ultim, guys. I love it. Overton Windex says it's the same stuff they use as crush washers in A10 engines, which makes it cooler. But look at that. That is a cool little EDC knife. You would think this would be really slick, but this Ultim has a very tacky feel to it. It sticks in your hand really good. It's almost kind of got a rubbery feel to it. I don't know. I don't know the magic behind it. Comes with a nice Kydex little sheath here. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I hope you enjoyed those. These are some stuff. You're going to see a lot of Taylor stuff here in the store. I hope somebody picks this guy up before I have to keep it, because it is just, the guards are, that's just mean. It's very pokey. I love it. All right, and that, you know, another thing that's cool is that jute wrap really gives that Kydex something to bite into. It feels really nice the way when it goes in there. There we go. It locks in really nice. I really like that knife. That is. All right, and the last but not least, I have a handful of these left. I do have more on the way. I'm going to be sending one of these out to Mr. Wrangler Star here real soon. Probably the next couple weeks. So you kind of get a little preview into something he's probably gonna have in his hands. We'll see how he likes it. I had a whole thing. Oh, here it is. So I'll explain my thought process so you guys, pre-Wrangler Star gets it. The reason I'm sending this knife to him. This is called the Maximus Mamba EDC. So looky here. Great. This knife is $185. It is priced fantastic. A handmade knife in Texas. My favorite steel, ADC RV2. Look at that. Really cool little EDC knife. Comes with a little slip Kydex sheath. You can really, however you want. $185. And that's why, Old at Heart, the reason I'm sending this to Cody is because of this, the 940. It's got 940 vibes up one side and down another. Now there is a bigger one. This is the bigger one. But I felt like this guy is, I love that this is the Big Mamba. and it's fantastic. And if you want something bigger, this is it. It's like $235. It's super cheap. Nice. Look at that big lanyard hole in the back of it. That's really cool. But this little guy for $185, it feels so nice, guys. It's a nice little EDC blade. It's so flat. Look how flat it is. It's just, it disappears. It really just disappears. You got that nice jimping up there on top. Got the little shark fin going, a little swedge across the top. It got wax all over it, so it kind of looks dingy. But look at that. I like the smaller one. I do. That's why I'm sending it to him. Is just because I like it better. The bigger one is cool. I like the lanyard hole. It's nothing against it. For purpose. It's all about purpose. What's up, Yukon? It's all about the purpose of it. The big guy, if you're not worried about it being like disappearing on you, is awesome. It really is. I love it. I could get away with carrying this, no problem. But a lot of guys can't. And that's the whole purpose. Another purpose is the price. Really trying to find stuff that's made here in America by real people. Neil is the best of people. He really is. He's just fantastic guy. I can't say enough about him. But this knife, $185, you just can't beat it. You can't beat it. I mean, that's sub Benchmade territory, and it's made by somebody who gives two craps. I mean, it really is. It's so I wanted to bring it out. I only have a couple of the EDCs left. I actually took them to Georgia Bushcraft. I got a shipment in, took them to Georgia Bushcraft, sold the heck out of them down there, which was, oh, here I am trying to put the wrong knife in the wrong sheath. But I'll show you though. I do have a couple green ones. But here's the colors. So Fire Creek Forge, real stuff. Yeah, Fire Creek Forge. I've seen your stuff on his channel. I need to talk to that dude. You keep talking about him. Hold on. Let me not get this mixed up. Yes. Okay. Green. Brown. I believe these are all the colors that we're going to have for the drop. I'll probably send Cody one of each. Yeah, I'll show you. So we have gray and black, tan, and green. Look at that. I love the way this black one's sculpted. That is really cool. So this is the big EDC. Well, there's Fire Creek Forge. What's up, man? No, Yukon keeps singing your praises. You guys go check out Fire Creek Forge. He's you're from Texas too, aren't you, dude? This is a native Texan guy. So this is kind of the color scheme we're going with. This is a gray. It looks kind of bluish but it is actually a very light gray. A little bit of contrast going on with this camera. But there's your kind of color selection there. Again, I can't speak. The OD is sweet. That's very cool. I knew you'd like that. But very, very nice. And we're going to have these same colors in the little guy as well. So there you go. Just wanted to bring these out. I love Neil's stuff. He makes some kick butt chef knives too. We're going to have some of his chef knives eventually. There we go. I have to get them all in order. So but guys, don't overlook the tan, man. Look at that. I love that. I love the tan. That's probably one of my favorites. But the OD is sweet. I've got 2 OD EDCs left too. Anyway, just want to share that with you guys. Again, we do have some strops left in the store. This is a fantastic, made in Georgia. Full grain leather, already impregnated. We're going to be doing some content with Alan to kind of educate people on strops and the kind of the myths behind them. There's things that people say that you really don't have to do. And then you got a nice walnut, American walnut. Very nice. Little lanyard on here. This guy's like $38. Guys, do yourself a favor. You can even get the Nomad, which is the next size down from this. It's like this big. Like, it's a little bit shorter. If you want something a little bit smaller, keep this on your desk and just keep your knife sharp. Like, Don't walk around with a dull knife. But that's it. It is the best drop shoot. I know it is the best. I have had all of them. There's some really cool stuff Alan's doing too in the future, but yes, we carry sharpening systems. We carry Work Sharp right now, which is fantastic for the money. We also are a Wicked Edge dealer, but I'm waiting on the new system to drop before I stock any more of them. So, thanks for hanging out, guys. Really appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your night, and I think I'm gonna hang it up for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. We're restarting up the live stream, so come back, hang out. It's a lot of fun. We're on all 3 platforms: Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.